Can you hear me, guys? Yes, we are going live. Wait 1 second. I'm making sure that everyone can see it. Hi guys, how is it going? Let's wait some minutes that everyone connects. It works. Yeah, let's wait some minutes. Everyone is connecting now. Still in UAE, Yarek. Still here, not moving. My headquarters, it's here. Did you have lunch? Not Jason. Not yet. It's 3 in Dubai, but not yet. I've had call from this morning. We are improving a lot of stuff for you guys. Working extra hours. The live charting one, it's a different service, Arek. It's not related to link here. The first live will be tomorrow, and the live will be in the dedicated area of the users. So it's not related at all. This is deep charts. This is platform community. It's not advanced. Amazing. Good morning, guys. A lot of people from Italy. Oh, now we have 250. Amazing. Now, stream quality is good. It's your connection that is not the best, Colin, because stream quality is always full HD. Yes, we are live. So let's make a test. Text 5 in chat if everything is working. Five in chat if everything is working. Okay, guys. So in this live, the concept it's a little bit different because I see a lot of people that maybe are overwhelmed by all the models and tools and templates that you can build using Orderflow, no? So they need some guidance, and they need some guidance on everything that you can use related to Orderflow. And today I'm going to go through each template that I use and give you a small summary of why I use it and why it's useful for. Okay? Yeah, you saw a new tab called contest, but we cannot announce it now, Joshua. It's a surprise. You will see it later, what is it, okay? Usually we do profile framing on Monday that requires this template, okay? This template is the one I use to understand who is in control for the week, which areas are the most sensitive. And this is the template that summarizes the volume. Why it's so small? Okay. The volume of the cache session. Okay. This template let me see the majority of market participants interaction and sensitive levels for the week and day. Okay, so I can see each level, each sensitive level of the week and the most important sensitive level of the day. So this template that I use, you can find by going in the template section and selecting. You can go from template, okay, and you can load. You will find with this name ATH, TPO, and profile. Okay, remember that when you go in load settings, you can go in shared, okay, and you have the full version template. Okay, so if you go on NQ, you find this immediately, you load it. Now I show you also what a small change I make here. Here you can see same color, same settings, you have everything identical, okay? Now the small change that you can do, but this is purely to visualize this more clean, is going to Pick and Valley, and if you prefer, it's not mandatory, you can deactivate, and this is the clean template, okay? Then, after the direction for the week, for the day it's clean, we can go to use the second template that I love, that is this one. This one I shared with everyone. You need to go in the Discord to find. This is a candle profile. Why this is valuable and why this is really convenient to use? Because this template gives you the distribution of volume in the candle. Okay, you can use it with range, you can use it on the 5 minutes, and it's the same concept that I explain always. So let's say, guys, participate in the interaction, okay? So let's say that I have an important supply level here, okay? An important supply level here, and I want to have an execution with a high win rate. So I don't want to try to take the last candle up. I'm not interested to do this game, but I want to understand clearly when the volume is shifting. Let me help you. Okay, let me clean it. I prefer to use it like this. What we have here? We have candle up, profile going up. So I will go through the charting. This one is the template that I use for the psychology video that you can find on YouTube, mental models. And when you are here, you can see that the value on the single candle is building like this. Okay, then next candle value building like this. Perfect. We continue to go on, and maybe we see a candle up, but the value is still inside here. What happened here? Guys, what happened here is that this one, it's what it's called a non-sustained high, okay? An exhaustion, a moment where the price is not having a follow-through. This one, it's a amazing signals to reversal, specifically when you see that the next candle gives you the volume here. This is what really it's called a flip, okay? The volume building. This is more powerful than single candle. Is based on contract interaction, okay? So let's say that we want to take a short here. What you see? Big candle value here, okay? Amazing. What does it mean? That buyers are still sustaining this pressure, okay? Next candle, volume shift here, okay? Amazing. What can we see? We can see that the price from here is still going up, okay? Perfect. What we see inside candle? What we see? A candle that crossed the low but still with the value inside. Then we move up. we move the value up. This is the value. For the first time, okay, we have a complete profile, you can see here, that is lower than the previous, okay? And is not only lower than the previous, this profile starts with the beginning inside, so it can be like this candle, okay? Starting with the profile inside. Then you need to put another filter. Okay, the volume, okay. But what's the result of the candle? So what's the problem with this candle here? That you have lower volume, but the candle print green or red? This candle print green, what does it mean? That this block of orders, okay, this one that it's called the value area, okay, this is the real order block. The value area is the real order block, is the real supply and demand, okay. This is the accepted value. Print green. So I have volume trying to push down, but result green. Okay. Here, what you see? Volume interacting to go down, pushing down. And candle, this one is the first candle where you have alignment between price and volume. Okay. This is the best information to engage. Okay. This is the highest win rate trade. Then, after this, you saw me using in the hundred of live sessions that I've made of live trading or podcast on anything, a template for execution. My template for execution I shared with you all, okay? That is this one. Is it clear till here? One in chat, if it's clear. Tristan, it's why you say, because volume shifted, price shifted, this means that there is coherence between aggression of the volume and results. Okay, I see all one in chat. Amazing. Then after this, when we go, for example, last Monday, who was here last Monday, guys? You remember the sniper that we took that then became 1 to 50, 1 to 60? 5 in chat, everyone that was here for the live charting session of last Monday. It's not common that we find setup in the London session, but when it happens during profile framing, I share. You remember? See all the people, okay? An amazing long we saw. Then, this template you can find under the name Deep Trades View, and it's my execution template. Okay, this one is the one that I use when I want to see what the aggressive market participants, bigs, are doing. Okay, remember, guys, let's be honest. Okay, sometimes you need to be humble. 250 contracts, okay, in a single price level, or 252 here, is someone moving a notional, okay, of more than 100 million. Okay, a notional value of more than 100 million. These one are not small traders. These are institutions. These are big players. Okay, so these big players have information, okay, that you can catch. When you have a narrative, for example, you have an area where we want to search for short, and you start to see, look here, I will help you to build a narrative, okay? And you see 84, okay, 60, 60, all absorption. So the volume is getting, look, 210, 84, 60, 60. What does it mean? Here the volume is getting dry, it's getting lower, okay? Information number one. Perfect. Then what we see? Then we have a second play here where we see a huge candle in terms of volume. This candle holds more than 700 contracts. Okay, how can you can read this information? This information here is telling you that at the top of the range, they loaded a notional of more than 200 million. Okay, at this level. Will this be something that you think it's valuable to know other than candle? Yes or no? This one, it's a type of setups that I usually trade. That is the one that I show in 3 hours and a half of scalping with REITs. That is the momentum ignition, the momentum movement, no? Because when you see that this low point, this 260, gets broken, all this contract gets confirmed, so you can expect that you will have a profit release, a movement. Okay, look at this amazing short. There is Jason that say, I took this short, I'm happy for you. Okay, you can see a release. And then when you are a scalper, I know that everyone can relate to this, you can get engaged in the market in moments that are really boring, like this one. But when you are a volume trader, you know that all this price action cannot be compared because the volume interaction is super low. And you can see that there is friction to go down. You see a huge absorption here, a huge absorption here. Is it clear the value and the narrative that you can build when you see this stuff? Is it clear, guys? Or if we go here and we continue, no? This was the level of ignition of the sellers. Look what happened. They go back to this level and you see sellers re-engaging aggressively. Okay, 127, 254, they try to break, they absorb again, bam, 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 bam. Then buyers try to take the upper end and sellers say, wait, look at this maximum level of executed sell contract. You see, there is no doubt, it's this. This level hold 370 contract, single level. Okay. Price goes up, and you see these motherfuckers, sorry for the language, guys, adding again. This is an edge. This is Friday. Yes. Okay. All this, because I see in all the podcasts now, someone always say, Fabio, but how is it possible that you have the confidence to risk 2,500, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 in a single trades? Because I don't need to guess. I don't need to predict. I want to see if they are participating in the short. I want to join them because they move the market. They are the real smart money, the real informed money. So this template is giving you a simplified view of how I execute my trades. One in chat, and we go on. Okay. And then for all the day, you can see that sellers get exhausted here and buyers try to get back control, but sellers don't let them. Okay, every time they get close to this cluster, you get rejected. So also trying a reversal fade where when you go close, you cover above this cluster is still an amazing short. Okay, still an amazing short. The last point of absorption is still a 1 to 3 if you don't want to take the sniper. Okay, so this kind of information needs always to be supported by data. And if we go on data, okay, if we go on data, we see that this session started, the last session of Friday, started, guys, with a test of the most important level. I cannot stress enough how much this cluster is important. We did a lot of session explaining why the multi-week profile is stuck here and they cannot go above. And I show you something amazing. If you merge these, 1 and 2, okay, what you get? You get the real block of orders that is keeping the price down. Why is keeping the price down? Because we are on the value area high, okay? And this level already told you, we put the lock on it. You don't go above. Why you don't go above? Because you are up in the curve. You are expensive. Okay? You are expensive. And this is the reason also on Monday, okay, we are having this. Okay? This is the reason. Now the print of today that will open during cash session, okay, look at this amazing rejection of the POC of Friday, okay? The control of today probably will be going to seek, look, I show you here, going to seek for this POC. 25,500, 25,500, yes. Let's go on our template. Where is I didn't even saw it. Gap down. It went immediately below. You see, look what the price is doing. There was a guy before saying the market is closed. Now you just had a huge gap. Okay. Just had a huge gap. This I will not consider no volume. This is a big movement. Okay. And this gap usually needs to be recovered in cash session. So probably we will go, even if it's low volume, probably we will recover at least this. Okay, because now the price is driving inefficiently. But when we go on the profile framing that we do every week, and you see that Friday, guys, we are up in the curve, and you see that Friday close like this. So let me draw for you. I hope that my teaching are being listened properly, okay, and you are learning from what I'm saying. Otherwise, I'm wasting my time. So if we are here up in the curve, okay, on the composite value area, we are high. And in the single day session, we have something like this, okay, with absorption on the top, that is the one that I show. And then we have a session that closes here with a strong rejection of this level. Do you agree that this movement was predictable of Monday? Yes or no? 5 in chat. Do you agree? This is something that I'm explaining and showing you live from months. Okay, this is the direction of the market. Amazing. Okay, so the profile framing of this week is really easy, guys. We are going to repulse, to reject from this level. Okay, this is our order. This is the most important level. If we reach this again, probably we will reject. The level that will try to hold the buyers is the 25,218. Okay, so if we go to mark 25,218, let me check what it is from the candle profile. Is this level here? This is the protection level where you can start to see buyers getting more aggressive. Okay, now still sellers are in control. Okay, and I think we can see also from the big trades. So if we, of course, you have low volume because it's London session. But if we open, we can see what? We can see that we have a little bit of participation here where buyers are having zero results and sellers are being rewarded. And this is exactly the level where the ignition of the sellers gets tested again. And I always like to explain you that you can use the fixed profile to understand the level where there is an absorption of the buyers or where the sellers are getting control. If you see here, big volume, big volume, big volume, big volume, and POC. So even if you don't include this wing, you can understand that this is where the sellers are controlling. And this is where the sell auction gets back. Okay. This is where the sell auction gets back here. I'm happy that it's US holiday, guys, because today I have a huge amount of planning and call for the week and the coming month and content because Ritz wants to do another podcast. He's super happy with what we are doing, but I need I need time to do this. Okay, so I'm happy that today I don't need to trade because it's holiday. But still, the market is moving. Little bit is moving. So the profile framing of the week, guys. Let me go through it together. Is the following. We are up in the curve and we are coming from a point where the market already tried to engage multiple times and is plotting higher low, okay, in value, in profile. This means that this is the scenario of a long-term accumulation, okay? So I expect this level to be broken. Okay, sooner or later I expect this level to be broken. But from the session of Friday, they told us that is not the time. Okay, and also this rejection put a lock on this movement. So what I would expect? I would expect a reload last reload from the round level 200 or 25,000 that it's here, that is the value area low, before getting enough momentum to do a surge up. Fabio, how much do you lean on your higher time frame analysis? Sometimes do my analysis yet price moves against, causing confusion. So, Joey, I will tell you straightforward the error that you are doing, because I was in your shoes before. Time frame analysis can be confusionary. I would like people to participate in what I'm saying, okay? So, put yourself in this situation. I started trading where I was starting from the weekly, then I was going to the daily, then I was going to H4, then I was going to H1 with multiple levels and analysis. And when I'm in H1, I was like, I'm only confused. I don't have a setup. I'm confused. So, does it make sense for you? Stop relying on time and start relying on volume. Okay. It's better because you have, with volume, you have the actual interaction based on history. Okay. So you have the most recent that is most important and the long-term level. Okay. This is the reason. Nikhil, don't mix chocolate with shit. Okay. Don't mix time frame with volume analysis. This one, okay, it's not related to the minutes. It's 5 minutes, but what we are seeing is cash profile session. You need to understand, Nikhil. Otherwise, after 100 hours and you still don't understand the difference between volume chart and time chart, I can get mad at you. This chart is 5 minutes, but it's showing you the full session. This is 1 day profile. Okay. The only time you will see minutes is in the execution. But the guy is making a question related to multi time frame analysis and long term. So I'm giving him context. Okay. The volume profile is magic once you learn to read it. Yes. No, I meant Tourette's video, you said you see 5 minutes and execute, because this is scalping. Okay. This is scalping. One of my model, it's based on direction and execution. And this one was based on the bootcamp. But I always need to know where I am. And to know where you are, you cannot use minutes. Because if you go on the minutes chart, look here. We are here. Okay. Now let's go on the. Okay, we go here. Okay. I can be really good at understanding the last swings, and I can be really good at knowing the absorption on exhaustion. But I don't know where I am. Where I am in the curve. Where I can expect a movement that maybe brings me back to here. I cannot take every breakout and volume exhaustion. I need to have a reference, and the reference that we are doing with profile framing, it's always based on this. Is it clear for everyone, guys? One in chat if it's clear what I'm saying. You need to have context, and then you use your skills with the order flow to join your context. Oh, the chart is exploding. Amazing. Amazing. Clear up the sky. Okay. So we have a context, we have a chart profile based on candles, and here you can use any asset that you want and any time that you want because it's not time sensitive. Okay. Then we have the execution model based on big orders filter, and then we have something like this. This one, guys, it's based on one template of Rodolfo that I really like, that is plotting you in one single time. I will show you before how you can apply it. You need to go to shared. You need to go to, if I'm not wrong, is the full. And you need to go on the NASDAQ. Okay, is this one, DD track. Then if you want other models, you have in the shared the order flow version, the NASDAQ, and you have this one in black or in white. I think also white, it's amazing. It's not my style, but it's amazing. Okay? Now, why this template is powerful, guys? Because this template is giving you the direction. Imagine the market, it's a car, okay? It's giving you the direction and the acceleration. Look here how much is clear what happened, okay? I will before define for you Friday, and then I will define for you today's session. Look here, we have direction long, and they are continuing to add volume. It's all green. When it's green, they are continuing to add volume, okay? Then they step with a foot on the gas short. Look how much is sharp. Bam! Okay? They came back inside value area. And from here, the direction of the car change and they start to load. Ba-bam, 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 ba-bam. Okay? Flashback. Today's session. Okay. Direction of the car, short. Direction of the volume, short. Where the price is going. Do you like this template, guys? Let's go before. Okay? Direction of the car, long, but volume not coherent. What you have, choppy. When they load, volume long, direction is long, bam! Choppy movement, they start to load the long volume. So the acceleration is in line with the car, you explode higher for all the session. Okay? For all the session. Till 9, 11 European time, where the volume gets dry and session finish. You had an end of the session retracement that brings the price below the value area, and you see a lot of buy cumulative volume getting lower. So this is your signal to stop. Let's go here. Let's see another session. You see, the price is going back and forth. The line is almost horizontal till the moment it gets momentum. Okay? When it gets momentum, you are still choppy because you can see that the volume is shifting between sell and buy. Okay? When it gets clear, when the volume gets strong on the downside, the direction is lower and then you build a trend. I find this amazing, guys. The moment they start to withdraw the contract sell and you see this line going up, it's like an elastic band, okay? The price pull back to VWAP. This template, guys, for you it's just, but it's two line. This one is the institutional reference. The institutionals are using VWAP. The institutionals are using the volume interaction. The institutionals are using options. This is the best gift I can give to you. I want to simplify your life when you're doing charting. I will never, in a session that is like this, for example, let me go on this one, okay? I will never try a short here. Everything is long. And I can use, which session is this? 15. Okay. Let's go inside the single movements. This is the session that we did also together, if I'm not wrong. It's 15 Monday. No, it's Thursday. Look here, for example. Okay. This is a lock. Absorbed and confirmed. 171 contract absorbed. The pressure is long. You can load. 90 confirmation long. Okay, then price gets choppy. If you are a beginner, Arn, and you want to have a high win rate, you should not. I have the experience, the account, and the knowledge to go also reversal. But I'm doing this from years. I think I have more than 25,000 executed trade. If I need to start again, if I need to give the best advice to Fabio, I will never say, try to fade the movement. It's more difficult. Okay, but you can see how much is clear the dominance of the aggressive orders when the movement is sharp. I don't use gold, Damian. So I always say the same stuff. I think you will prefer a mentor that is giving you models for each single asset. But I don't want to be that kind of mentor because I want to be honest with you. And I want to say you that my edge is on NASDAQ. I trade this and I don't care about selling you other models. This is what I do. This is what I show live. This is where I build my track record. And this is where I know, I bet my balls it works. On gold, I'm not the person to ask to. I'm not professional in gold. It works, yes, but I'm not. This template is not built for gold. Okay. Bali came late. It's recorded. You can find it tomorrow. You can ask to Andrea for the stop run indicators. He can guide you through it, Matteo. You can apply it, Alex. You can apply my template. It's Deep Trades View. Big Traders Ball. We are working on it. Guys, let's make a survey together. How many of you will be interested if before the summer we implement in the platform the possibility to see the big orders not only for futures but also for options? So you know where and when options traders are getting aggressive side by side with futures trader, and you have a double confirmation that is giving you a shot. You understand why we don't want to be fast, because we want to give you something that is incredible. Okay? We made a huge work to create tools that don't need a PhD to be used. Okay? I can promise you we will have it, but not when. We are working on it. Okay? We are working on it. Amazing. Let's open the Q&A, because the profile framing for the week is this one. I want to summarize for you my expectation. So my expectation are the following. We absorbed here and we already shifted. So I expect today to be a short session. Okay, probably with final target at 25,000, 20, wait a second, I don't remember the exact price level, 25,218. So other leg down. And then I expect from there to balance a little bit. But I expect a week that will go to test it back this level before giving us the opportunity to have a long-term breakout. Okay. Liquidity heat map is coming really soon. We are doing a lot of work on improvement and proprietary studies on this, and it will be available soon. Guys, I don't see any book that can improve you substituting the value you get here. I didn't find in my journey a book that is comprehensive on everything. I want, at one point in my life, take the time in a Switzerland mountain with a chalet closed, only trading and writing a book, to give all my knowledge in a book. I think it will come 500 to 1,000 pages. I will do this. Now it's not the moment. Now it's faster to deliver information by word, because a book takes a lot of focus that I don't have at the moment. I have not learned anything from a book, so I cannot give you any advice. Okay, maybe there is something based on the profile framing that you can get from Jim Dalton and Stedelmeyer, but it's already super old, not optimized for today's market. So unfortunately, no. No, guys, don't confuse. Okay, so I replied to Andrea because he said I didn't receive any login details. For people that are confused, the people that bought my session, okay, advanced session, is not in deep charts. Okay, My advanced search session, it's a service for professional. It's a service for people that wants already to go deeper, that wants to be side by side with me. It's not related to this, okay? And you will not receive logins. You will just access live streaming. Okay? Don't worry, Andrea. You will receive information about this. The IVB, guys, the IVB, it's a statistical model. The IVB gives you information about the most important compression of the day, that is the New York session opening, is validating it from a breakout point, okay, and is giving you the crossing line. When you cross this line, the probability that you continue higher or lower, it's really high, okay. That's the reason I always tell you, watch the interaction of the New York session opening, because it's the first battle, and the first battle gives you already an insight on where the session can continue. Give me just 1 second, guys, that I have a call. Just 1 second of patience. This is important. Here we go. Amazing. No, there is no private session, guys. I don't have the time to do coaching. Okay, so let's go on. So the IVB model is giving you this, a statistical model that is giving you probability profit target, and is giving you also the first battle of the day, that is the most important one. How did you come to know order flow, and how did you study it? I started studying order flow years and years ago. Unfortunately, on YouTube, there was not even 1% of the value that there is now on the order flow. So I tested it. I had one of the first platform that was available at the time, that was Market Delta or something like this, and I tested, and came out with different models. Now, with years, for example, the liquidity heat map gets less clean. So I had to adapt my models. That's the reason every year I spend a lot of money on research and development. Okay, I have full-time people paid that research model and optimize my model for me, because we are otherwise I will not feel so confident to share with you models. I need to know that they worked amazingly, not only in the past but also in the last months of price action. And if I see that the performance are getting a little bit lower already, I optimize them. Gaetano, may I ask you if it's possible to watch the old bootcamp videos? You should be able to text the support and ask that you want to upgrade to the bootcamp. I don't know if it's still available, because it's finished from more than 3 weeks, 4 weeks, before Christmas anyway. But try to ask. I'm not aware of this information. Try to ask. Yeah, the analysis on volume profile template, it's amazing, Joey. After it, I have a thesis, and then price action moves against it. It means that you need to get better at reading your thesis. And also remember that the level that you get from the profile, okay, are not guaranteed level, but are levels of interaction. Let's say, for example, that I interact here, okay, and in this interaction where I expect a short, I see a huge amount of big trades long that break the level. Would you still, guys, in the chat, consider a short? Yes or no? Would you still consider a short? No, guys, this is not related. If you want to join the live session, you go on my Instagram profile and you find it in my bio. But this is based on profile framing. Okay, we are going through the most important level of the week and also of the single day, because today already the session is respecting. We had a huge gap after the POC tapped into. So everything is lined up, but you need to understand that these cannot be ignored. Exactly, you need an absorption. It's really different if you approach this level, okay, and you see buyers in the week completely absorbed, and aggressive sellers with a big candle, maybe 500 contracts here. Is this changing your understanding of the volume, yes or no? Exactly. Levels are pivot point, not guarantee rejection. This one is what I call a triple A setup. Okay. This one is giving me a huge risk to reward with a really good win rate. Yes, the deep effort zone are the best way I know to understand who is controlling, let me remove this, the path of least resistance. This one you can use on the 40 range, and I will activate this for you. You need to go here. There is not a template because already it's set up. Okay, so you need to go down, you go to deep M effort on the 40 range of NASDAQ. Okay, you activate price, and what you see is that you get areas. Let me remove everything and let me go on Friday. Okay, what you see here is really sensitive areas. Then let's say that you are a blind traders. Okay, you don't have skills, you are starting. You need something that is giving you the confidence to know when buyers are in complete control or where sellers are in complete control. Okay, now the models is giving you 3 trades here, but let's say that you only take the middle one. You only take a short like this, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, what it is. Guys, in chat, is a 1 to 3, 3 hour per day enough to get you satisfied, yes or no? If you say no, you didn't understand trading. If you say no, because the model that is giving you one quality setup every day, it's an amazing model. Okay, this model is giving you more setup. Of course, sometimes it's wrong. It's not guaranteed, guys. But look, even if you take every single trade, okay, you will take a stop loss here, okay. Now, when you are choppy, I explain that you need to wait to go out of the value area, okay. Let's say that you start 1 to 3, 1 to 3. This is the New York session opening, okay. 1 to 3, 1 to 3, stop loss, okay. So you have 6R minus 1, 5R, perfect. This one sell, 1 to 3, amazing. This one buy, how much is giving you? More than 1 to 3. Okay, this one is a stop loss. 1 to 3 again. Look at this stack. 1 to 3, 1 to 3. Look at this test. Okay, this is a stop loss. Okay, to let you understand, this is a stop loss. This model is giving you the moment where the auction is in balance. So you have an opportunity to join the buyers, okay, from an amazing point, and you can expect a big movement up. Okay, this one you can use on pair with deep trades, you can use on pair with profile framing, you can use on pair with the template that I show of Rodolfo of CVD plus VWAP. Okay, this box appear as soon as this vertical candle is closed. So the first candle of the drawing box, when this green candle close, you have the box. So this one, it's along, okay? When this green candle close, you have the box. Look, 1, 2 tap, amazing, okay? So from when the moment starts is where the candle close. So this candle close, this start to draw the box. Okay. The filter that I use on this when I want to also do hyper scalping is that the average line needs to be in line with the box. Okay. This one is giving you the regression of the pressure. Okay. For example, this one, the regression of the pressure is low. This is the area. Okay. For example, here, let's see. You see that the area have a supply immediately up. You don't need always to be super tight and shoot for huge risk to reward. You can also cover yourself above the supply. Now we don't have big trades here, okay, but you can consider it anyway. It's 9:30, so it's not the time to use the model. Yes, you wait for retracement. You can also do look here what happened. It collapsed down. Okay, you can see also these 2 areas. These are amazing on the short side. Let me continue. There is no one, Axel. I didn't got mentorship from a single person, because no one gave me ever a method that is, for me, statistically and from the point of the mindset, something that I feel confident to execute. And as a proof of this, before I did now, guys, let's be honest. How many person you can see on YouTube making mentorship or explaining the value of order flow with big trades, big orders now? But before I came out with the first podcast, how many person there were? Zero. Zero. Okay. This is the strongest social proof that you can have that my model is the model that I refined, created, and shared. Now everyone is saying, this is the model that I created. No, this is the model that you copied. Okay. But I'm super happy that the students are able to be profitable and to use it. I'm happy if you do YouTube videos and you use it. Okay. I'm super happy about it. I tried many like Axia. What you tried? Axia, the Forex Scalper, but learning is the best and most simplified. Thank you. I'm happy that you are enjoying them. What's going live on farbervalley.com? The live session. Fabio, so if your week is short, you don't take buys. No, Philippe, I can take reversal trades, but the areas, let's say that we did a lot, maybe you lost the previous session, but we did a lot of example. There was one week, I know that everyone in the chat can remember it, that the profile framing gave us this information that I explained to you guys. We will have probably a short week, and we took the first short, value area low, and projection. Then the second cash profile session closed like this, and we had multiple tests. You remember, guys, one in chat. We had an amazing short, and then bam, collapse again. So it's not that you only can take short; you can take also rebounds. Okay, but these weeks are the one that gives you the strongest directional move. Okay, you can make huge risk to reward. I'm going to publish probably tomorrow, guys, one session where I risk 2,500 as a total risk, and I close the session at 50,000. Okay, and you don't need to think about the number because the number it's useless. The money, the monetary value, it's useless. You need to ignore it. But think about this. Risking 2,500 to make 50,000, it's a multiplier in risk reward multiples of 1 to 20 in one day. You understand the value of the edge. The edge, it's huge. Then, yes, you have negative days, minus 2R, minus 3R, but plus 20 in one day in risk reward multiple. It's incredible, guys. It's really incredible. No, guys, I don't have to. I don't have meet and greet because really I would like to do a lot of stuff. I would like to organize an event and meet you all. I would like to join all the expo that they do about futures trading and stuff, but I'm one person. I need to take care about deep charts. I need to take care about my trading. I need to take care about my family. I don't have time to do all this stuff. I would love to do it, but I need also to sleep. I often have context and wait for a big trade as a confirmation, but it comes seconds before the M1 close, price briefly absorb and I miss the entry. Since time shouldn't matter, where would you use a range acceptance trigger instead of candle close? You can use both of them, Jason. Okay, so when you have a shift, let's say that we have this level, okay, this level here, and you have a magnifying lens and you have the value of the single candle that is going up and the next candle shift here, okay, and you have on the value area of the single candle a huge amount of big orders buy absorb, so green balls here with zero results, you have an amazing opportunity to go short. Okay, so it's not I use this or I use the other one. It's the confluence that you can build. It's the confluence that you can build. Sometimes the chart gets too crowded by line zone. I'm having this problem. That's the reason you need to have multiple templates, okay? This one, I have areas, the most important areas, perfect. On this one, I have the trigger level, okay? I have the execution. In all this chart, what's the most important level where sellers to control? Point 1 and point 2. And look what amazing test they gave me. Imagine if I kept open this short, okay? You need to be efficient. You need to be clean. Each template have one role. It's like a company. Think it like this. If one person is doing accounting, is doing software developing, is doing CEO role, is doing trading, it's a disaster. You have crowded. You need to have separate department. Treat your trading like a business. Okay, perfect. What I do? This one is my long-term plan. I plan the objective on this one. Perfect. Then what I have? I have the execution template. What I do here? I frame the areas. I frame the zone. Perfect. What I do here? I can understand where the auction is in my favor, from which point the sellers can take control. And this is exactly the point. Okay. Perfect. I want to have another information about when they put feet on the gas and when they release. Okay. Watch at the direction and watch at the volume. Okay? I think this session was necessary to give you an understanding of every template that I use and how I use it. Clear, guys? One? Amazing. Then I often have a context and wait for a big trade as a confirmation. Perfect. Yeah, the protection point of the IVB is giving you the highest probability target. That's normal, that it reach the protection and then it goes back. It's okay. Amazing. See a lot of love from you guys. Okay, to this one I already replied. There are a lot of multiple same question. Why do you lose trades? Have you reflected on it or learned something new which you can teach us? Of course, but guys, listen to me, okay? I live in Dubai and I spend majority of the time in Abu Dhabi also, okay? I have contacts with hedge fund manager that manage volume that are 100 times bigger than me, 1000 times bigger than me, okay? And I can guarantee to you that there are also documents about Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley that there is no institution in the world that is not losing trades, okay? Even if you have 300 positive days, you will have these 10, 20 negative days. It's part of the game. We work with probabilities, not with certainties. So thinking that only because you are good and you have an edge, if you lose some trades, you are doing an error. It's wrong. It's wrong, guys. This is the wrong approach to trading. You didn't find an inefficiency. So you didn't find a way to exploit money out of the market. For example, HFT, you are not Citibank. Okay, maybe I can accept from Citibank that they have Citi, sorry, or Millennium that they have HFT model. They spend 5 billion per year to make it sustainable. They don't lose trades because they front run you, or they use high technology structure to do one kind of trading that don't have losing trades in the equation. Maybe they did have infrastructure cost, electricity cost. You're losing there. It's 5 billion of cost that you need to pay each year for an infrastructure. But there is no free lunch, guys. There is not a way where you can say, I trade and I don't lose. Otherwise, I will not do risk management. If I had one model that is not subjective to, that cannot go under drawdown, I will not use only 0.25% of risk. Okay. I don't have Instagram. My Instagram, guys, is fabervale.official. The deep team template, the boxes, you can ask Rodolfo. Every Friday, Rodolfo is doing a session. I just want to say thank you, Fabio. I have been using SeraChart for years now, and you just made trading easier with DeepCharts. Amazing. A lot of people happy. I'm happy also for you. After executing the trade, what other information do you refer to other than the big trades to decide where to hold and where to cover? As you saw in the live session, I use a lot trade, and I use the area of the profile framing, and I also use the structure. For example, let me go through it, okay? Because if you understand the price in a deep way, it can come handy to you. It can be helpful. Let me make an example here, okay? I will draw a random price action chart. Making totally random because I want to make a deep explanation that if you're a beginner, you will not understand now, but when you will put the work in the next 3 months, you will say, fuck, what Fabio is saying is exactly what the market is doing, it's working. Okay, then we put some aggressive orders will be here. This is the big trade, okay? Buy and sell. Okay, now, when you go to the understanding of this, you understand what? You understand that here we have an absorption. So this is a potential reversal trade because the buyers put a foot on the gas and try to absorb completely these aggressive buyers, okay? The sellers, sorry, okay? But you need always to make yourself a question from here to where, and usually is to the previous point. Then if you break this point, you see aggressive participants here, reloading, you can go to the next point, okay? Aggressive buyers, perfect. Location, where are they? They are in an accepted candle. What does it mean? This is a strong buy signal. This is a strong buy signal. Sellers, okay, what's happening? The candle is still closing here, okay. Here, the candle is on the upside. The candle is on the upside. All this cluster got absorbed. We continue higher. Aggressive buyers, perfect. Here on the top, what I can expect? That someone is absorbing. Okay, here on the top, someone is absorbing. You need the reference of price. So for example, if I take this short, okay, I already broke all this structure. Which one is the next level that makes sense for me? Is this one. If I break this one, which one is the next level that makes sense for me? Is this one. You understand it, guys? You always need to pair. You see me doing this live really fast, but you always need to pair the input of the volume and the result of the price. Because remember that the volume is how much they are pushing on the gas, but the price is how much this push on the gas created as a result. Otherwise, it's what I call a punch to the wall. This is a punch to the wall. Yes, there is effort from the buyers, but they got completely absorbed. I don't want to buy this movement. I want to buy this because the price is already showing me that we have a result. Lovely one, amazing. Guys, I didn't even notice. It's already 1 hour and 10 that we are live. Time flies when we love what we do. You enter the trade by putting limit or no, not only limit, I can also execute market. It depends on the situation. If I'm doing momentum trades, it never feel my limit usually. So I execute market. I see everything that I already put in the chat. If everyone start to use your system, at what point will the system lose the edge? This is a really important question, but this lacks the understanding of one thing. What am I teaching, guys? Try to understand it. What am I teaching? Am I teaching a strategy that is execute on this on M1 and that's it, or I'm teaching the nature of the market? What I'm teaching is 10 years of research in order flow. And I'm giving you a huge amount of models. Okay. I'm giving you how I frame long-term price action, how to identify the most important areas, 3 different models for execution. I'm teaching you market mechanics. It's like if I say, it's possible that if I explain to you how to open a profitable business, the business world will finish. No. You know what's possible? That if I code one algorithm that is working on the 15-second inefficiency that I set in a specific way and sell to all my audience, will it lose the edge? Of course. Because it's a really thin liquidity inefficiency, it's not the market mechanic. I'm teaching you how the market moves. And why I'm teaching you how the market moves and not selling you an indicators that is doing everything for you, like an algo, okay? Because the algo can stop working. But what you are getting here is something that you will bring with you for the life. Because order flow is the reading of volume, and volume is what moves price. No way around it. It's not marketing, it's not fluff, it's not a new innovative strategy, it's real market mechanics. You are able to create the narrative of the market and understand in this area who is controlling buyers of sellers. Okay, what you have areas here, you can decide you want to execute the mitigation, you want to go break out and take momentum move on the deep trades. I'm giving you a toolkit, an arsenal, an understanding. Then you are able to put your hands in it and make it better, improve it, implement it. It's possible that after that I'm explaining everything, in the next 2 years, there will be other 2 or 3 traders order flow that are way better than me, than Carmine, than Umar. And I'm happy about it. Okay. With all this knowledge and all this understanding, I'm sure about this. There will be some hungry 20 years old guy that will become an incredible scalper for some hedge fund. Because this is the fundamental force behind all the market movements. The tug of war between, yeah, it's this, guys. Okay. Then we can include options. Yes, we can improve heat map. Yes, we can create models that make your life easier. Of course, we will be super happy to do this. But the logic behind will never change. Because the difference between a cult and an education phase is that with the education phase, I explain to you exactly why something is happening. And I tap into research paper, documents of the CME group. This is the biggest exchange. So you know exactly why something is happening. You don't need to try to guess. You don't need to put faith in me. I'm saying this is how the market moves. Test for yourself. Now, after this, already I shared my model with more than 1,000 people. Okay. After testing it for 2-3 months, did your trading improve? Yes or no? Chat. Yes or no? Your performance are better. You are understanding market movement better. What before was not clear does make sense to you now. Because if the question is yes, it means that I'm doing well. Look at the chat. We cannot fake the opinion of people. This is the chat. Let me take a screen because I love it. Mega improve. Lovely. Guys, as always, have an amazing week of trading. Remember that you have On Wednesday, the call with Andrea, and on Friday, the call with Rodolfo. For the people that join the advanced program with me, I'm happy to see you tomorrow. Have a good trading week. And remember that everything you need, you have a support. It's for you. We are also expanding it. So if you need support for templates or is giving you problem in connection, we are always available. Okay? And we are open to feedback. Have an amazing week of trading. Love you guys and survive this market.